Hey car builders. So I'm working on my 69 Camaro Retro Mod, and right now I'm getting ready to vinyl paint this dash cluster. Um, kind of worried about doing that because it was green, and now that I'm switching color I'm stuck with it, and I just know I don't want the green color anymore, so I'm going to go with flat black that will match just about everything in the choices I make in the future. And I'm pretty happy with the test parts that I've done already. I had a broken piece part off of something else that I tested it out on that had the different textures. The had some smooth on it. It had the textured finish on it. That's all throughout here, and gonna go for it. See how it turns out. Test piece turned out really good. It's durable, it's tough. I used the adhesion primer first and followed the directions exactly. And as you can see, show you, it's nice and smooth, this part anyway. And then I scuffed it up first with the 3M red pad to get it to adhere better, is what the directions said. Some of the stuff on here you could see was the old glue, and if you don't get that off of there, that will show. So I just kind of left it on for the sample piece to see what the finish would look like if you don't get it perfectly as clean as possible. If you want it to look good, it's all in the prep. That's what I've learned. So what I'm going to do, you can see here, it's really tough stuff. You can't even scratch it or chip it off. It's adhered perfectly. So I'm really stoked about that. And this will be my next stage. I've got the motor coming, so to save money, I'm going to go ahead and paint all the interior stuff that I can paint and reuse for now. I was thinking of changing out the color, and I was stressed out about how I was going to afford all those parts, but I'd rather use that money towards the bigger stuff that I'm going to need, like body work and paint for the car, and found a guy who's going to media blast it all and save me a ton of time. So I got a media blaster, do the whole body and the underside. I've done most of the interior by hand, which you've seen before. And for $1,500, excuse me, that's gonna really increase my time frame and get me going faster. So, trying to prepare for the dash cluster ready to go when the motor comes. They're gonna need all the gauges for the car to be running, and that's my goal, is to get it running. So, took out all the gauges, cleaned them all up nicely, and it's gonna look new. It's gonna look really new if it goes on like this is showing me. A little nervous about in these smooth spots here, and I gotta find metallic paint stick or a paint pen for the trim around the air conditioning and the wiper switches. This stuff here, you can see the metal trim. I'm not sure about that yet, but I'm just going to paint it first with the flat black. And I went with the flat, and I'm glad I did, because the vinyl material has a sheen to it already. It's kind of already shiny, and if I had gone with the satin or glossy, it would have just been way too shiny for me. So flat black, vinyl paint with adhesion primer, and yeah, it's gonna look good, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna save money by doing it says you can paint carpet, the seats, all the vinyl. And so I'm gonna try it, and that'll buy me, a couple of years till I can afford and make a decision on what actually interior I want to go with. So that's awesome. And if I could do this, you could do it, because this is my first restoration project, and by doing this myself You know, it kind of shows you that you guys can do it. And with, when you don't have a lot of money to get started, or you're waiting for money to come in, you know, I've collected cans, I've got change, you know, ashtray change that I've been saving up, and then I'll buy a couple of parts and put it aside, and you know, like the firewall insulation kit, and then you need the sound pad, and then you need, you know, I've already painted the brake, emergency brake assembly, the foot brake assembly, got that all painted and ready to go back in. So methodically trying to think ahead to where, you know, put my money towards those things, and if I need a part in there, buy it, rather than buying like wheels and tires now, and blowing all your budget and not even be able to install it, just sitting around. I've done that a couple times already. I bought control arms and front end suspension steering stuff, and the engine I ended up getting it's fully dressed and had tubular suspension on it, front coilovers. You know, I had stock springs already bought and purchased, and now it's too late. I don't know if I can't return that stuff. If I do, it'd be for a lot less money, and so that's money gone. I'm just going to post it up for sale. I've got a lot of original Camaro parts for any original fanatics out there who want original parts. I've got everything for this car that if I'm not using it, I'm going to sell them and then put that towards the new build. So trying to think of ways that I could just keep rolling along and making progress and saving money at the same time. And so I've learned a lot, made a lot of mistakes, but like I said, if I can do this stuff, and you can do it. So I'll next step on this, I've got it scuffed up with the scuff pad, the red 3M. Followed the directions exactly and scuffed up the smooth surfaces lightly, you know, and then kind of just went over these lightly. This has already got a texture to it. This stuff here around the steering column and these gauges. But what really needs more scuffing is these smooth spots, so the adhesion primer adheres to that, and then the vinyl paint would adhere to the adhesion primer. Following the directions so far seems to be working out really well. This is tough stuff. I'm happy with it, and I'm just using it's a what is it, Rust-Oleum adhesion primer with the Rust-Oleum vinyl trim paint, and I'm stoked. So it's working, and I'll get it all cleaned up, get it primed, tune back in, and show you a little bit of step by step of how it's turning out. And if it works good, then maybe it's something you might want to do. And I'm sure I'm saving, you know, by doing this myself, painting it all, I'm saving, you know, $1,000-$1,500 easily on interior stuff that I can definitely do later on. Or maybe it'll look good enough to where I can keep it. I don't know, but we'll find out for sure. So with that, I'll tune back in and show you the progress I'm making.